Herschel Walker held a rally in Georgia, and we have a clip here. We're gonna watch it.
I'm gonna tell you to keep the faith.
Also, a little note: this clip, the lip sync's a little off, so it bothers me, but yeah, just fair warning.
Oh, you ever watch a stupid movie late at night, hoping it's gonna get better, don't get better, but you keep watching it anyway? Because the other night I was watching this movie. I was watching this movie called Fright Night, Freak Night, or some type of night, but it was about vampires. I don't know if you know vampires are some cool people, are they not? But I'm gonna tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that? I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I want to be a werewolf. But then anyway, as I'm watching this movie, and then
Did he just admit that he's like not a real person and he's like dead? Did he just say he's a vampire? Is that why he acts the way he does? Did you hear him?
did you know that? I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I want to be a werewolf. But then anyway, as I'm watching this movie, and then you can tell how stupid it is because it's 1 in the morning. So I'm watching my TV, these kids watching their TV, a vampire kill on their TV. So you know it's kind of stupid, but I'm still watching though. As I'm watching this show,
See, the crowd, whenever he goes on these rants, the crowd slowly, like, they started off, they were laughing, but then they slowly teeter off because he goes so far off the fucking rails that it's literally just complete incoherent bullshit at this point.
what was funny, these kids had a vampire in their attic at their house. So they was watching their TV. Now I'm watching my TV as they watching their TV, or they see the vampire killer on their TV. So they win this contest to bring this actor. Now y'all got to stay with me. Bring this actor who's a vampire killer from that TV to get rid of this real life vampire in their attic. So as this actor comes to their home, he got all the right stuff. He got all the right stuff because you know got to have a stake and got to have a thing to kill him in the heart.
I I personally, I think Herschel Walker should just, especially if he loses the election, I think he should just be a movie reviewer because this is so intriguing that I want to go watch this movie now because he's describing it so, it's so vivid. I want to go see it. He's making me gonna want to go watch this movie where the
And
vampire's
you
in the
got
attic.
necklace of garlic, because that worked. I
Necklace
don't
of
know what it
garlic.
does, but it worked. You got to have a cross, because it burns. I know that worked. And then all of a sudden, this is what was so funny about it. As they're walking
What?
through the house, this guy got the holy water. He's blessing the house, this actor. Now, he's all fake. He's blessing the house with this holy water. They walked upstairs, and this vampire looking real good in this black suit. Whoa, that sounds like Senator Warnock, doesn't it? Looking all good in this black
What?
suit. Floated from the ceiling. He floated from the ceiling looking good and cool. And I'm thinking, whoa, they better get out of that house. If somebody float from your ceiling, get out of that house. That's not your house. But as he floated from the ceiling, the kids jumped behind their hero. As they jumped behind their hero, the guy jumped in front of him with this holy water, threw it on the vampire's forehead. He covered his eyes. Then he took his hand away. He started laughing. And he said, that don't work. He took the cross, he put it on the vampire's forehead. And the vampire didn't even do anything. He said, that don't work. And that's the way it is in our life. It doesn't work unless you got faith. It is time for us to have faith. We got to have faith in our fellow brother. We got to have faith in this country. We got to have faith in the elected officials. And right now, that's the reason I'm here.
Okay, so the crowd did they did not stay with him in that. I know he asked them to, but um I don't know how that tied into anything that he was talking about. Somehow, I guess he was equating.
Senator
Uh,
Warnock, doesn't it? Looking all good. So funny about it. As they're walking through the house, this guy's got the holy water. He's blessing the house. This actor. Now he's all fake. He's blessing the house with this holy water. They walked upstairs and this vampire looking real good in this black suit. Whoa, that sounds like Senator Warnock, doesn't it?
he says, "Whoa, that sounds like Senator Warnock doesn't wearing a suit." But at the beginning, he said he was a vampire.
Keep the faith. Oh, you ever watch a stupid movie late at night, hoping it's gonna get better, don't get better, but you keep watching it anyway? Because the other night I was watching this movie. I was watching this movie called Fright Night, Freak Night, or some type of night. But it was about vampires. I don't know if you know vampires are some cool people, are they not? But I'm gonna tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that?
Also, what he said? Okay, after this, he says, the thing about
I
yeah.
never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I want to be a werewolf.
So him and Warnock, according to Herschel Walker, Raphael Warnock and him are both vampires, I guess. But also,
Because the other night I was watching this movie. I was watching this night, but it was about vampires. I don't know if you know vampires are some cool people, are they not? But I'm gonna tell you something that I found out. A werewolf can kill a vampire.
He says a werewolf can kill a vampire. Did you know that? So, um, so a couple of things. This makes me think that Herschel Walker thinks that vampires and werewolves are real. Also, also, uh, I don't know why he even mentioned this because he doesn't mention werewolves after this at all. He doesn't mention them. He doesn't bring them back up. He doesn't mention a battle between a werewolf and a vampire. So I don't know what is that true? He didn't provide any evidence. So can we get a fact check on this, please?
Did you know that? I never knew that, so I didn't want to be a vampire anymore. I wanted to be a werewolf.
So yeah, I mean, again, I'm gonna say it again. I guess him and Raphael Warnock are both just I guess they're just both vampires, and that was or only two. That was only 2.5, almost 2.5 minutes. Felt like an eternity watching that clip. That was really 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 hard to watch. It was fun though. Yeah. But just remember if there's any people that live in Georgia, this guy's running for senator now, okay? And you can either have this guy as your senator, or you can have someone that can at least form coherent sentences, and at least not get up in front of his rally and gobble about vampires and werewolves being able to kill one another. It's like I said, he's saying something about keeping the faith at the beginning, and then he's done this before, like the story about the cows that he told at that one other rally, and he was like, "There's these cows," and then it's just totally fucking bonkers. And it's like he's trying to tell a story, or trying to relate, or trying to make these analogies because I think and me personally, I think it's an attempt to a couple of things, mainly just go viral, get a clip out there that people are talking about, and whether he gets through what he's actually trying to communicate or not, they do talk about it either way, because whether he is saying something that is really good, which he's not, or he's doing the opposite, which is this, people are going to talk about it either way, and I'm talking about it now, but it just goes to show how popular some of these candidates are in the media. People like Herschel Walker that clearly has some type of mental issue. He played football for a long time. That CTE brain really starting to show. But it's like I said, this guy's running for Senate. I think that the fact that it even went into a runoff is surprising to me. I don't live in Georgia though, so that's just my opinion on it.